Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Friday class and a very happy new year to everyone. Last class, we discussed what is the cause of laziness in spiritual effort. Laziness comes from disheartenment, and disheartenment comes because of the deadline. The one who knows drama can change any second is ever ready. Whenever I am this role at the level of nervous system, it is translated as threat. And further, we looked into the manager mode, which is the doer mode, and we looked into the safety mode, which is the being mode. Now, I would like to welcome Sister. Om Shanti. We can create a few minutes of silence. In this 1 minute of silence, we are realizing that just like any actor, he plays roles in different movies, different dramas, but all the movies and dramas are a very small part of his life. In just few hours of his life. But his personality and his life, that is all beyond the drama, beyond the films. We are seeing the same phenomena here, the invisible observer, the invisible audience. He also appears to be an actor, but he is more accurately an observer, an audience. And the film that he is watching is a very, very small part of his life. In fact, the film is not even part of his life. It is not part of his experiences if he chooses to. An emotional scene can be playing on the screen. A scene of war can be played. But it is not necessary that everyone in the theater has the same reaction to it. Majority of the people, they may cry if it is a scene of crying, but there is a possibility that some audience, they are not crying, they find it funny, and they may not have any feelings about what's happening on the screen. So this is what Baba is teaching us. This is why there is power in truth. The truth is that all the souls, they are from the home, and their home is 100% separate from the film, from the screen. Many things may happen on the screen, and majority of the audience may be having a very predictable response to what is happening on the screen. If it is tragedy, then a tragic response. But it is not mandatory, it is not compulsory. The one who is conscious
his intellect, his thoughts, they are 100% free from the screen. His life is of fullness, his personality is of fullness, perfection. For him, film is nothing, absolutely nothing. It is of zero value. He knows he is very, very lucky. He is perfect. He has the love and respect of God all the time. Thank you. So anyone would like to start sharing some reflections recently or your practice? What is new for you in the new year? Happy New Year. Everyone is happy. Maybe we'll start with Sister Kavita.
Om Shanti Didi.
Hello.
Yeah. Is it audible?
Yes. Well,
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, first of all, a very happy new year. Greetings for the whole family of Gyan Kohinoor group. So, the reflection is from today's Murli because the whole Murli, if you see the whole pattern from the essence, from questionnaire, what Baba asked to check the stage, and also the whole Murli, and then blessing, and then slogan. When we see all, Baba was directing towards only one thing because today Baba was focusing more on the spiritual love and on the family. So when we say family, obviously we have that first thing which comes to mind is love. So Baba was particularly mentioning that. So all this was of the alokik experience, because only when we have that alokik experience, when we know the reality, the true self, and the truth that every one of the family is equal, that equanimity is there, everyone is lovely, lucky, everything is so beautiful about the family. So when we are into that alokik experience more and more, and then only it will get reflected when you see in the drama, also in the Satyug, like Baba is mentioning the whole cycle also in between. So now the more we are into the alokik experience, then only that is possible to have that attitude, vision, and even actions. We can have that spiritual love towards everyone, and we can awaken all the soul brothers. So the more focus was on that only. To Baba was directing to have more and more of that alokik experience. So that were a few thoughts on this. Thank you so much.
yes, thank you. Sister Virali, do you want to say hello to everyone if you are available?
Yes, hello, Om Shanti.
Hello.
I just joined. I missed the discussion earlier.
Yeah, it's okay. We were just sharing some of the um, practices or recent reflections, anything specific you did you want to share? Yeah, what has been new for you?
Yeah. So I recently reflected on the discussion that we had about the practices being done like monotonously and not having a purpose behind it, or maybe it's coming out of a pressure. So there was a reflection there. So I did notice that some of the things that doing was more and being was not there. So that discussion really helped in reflecting. Like Papa always says, like सोचता स्वरूप नहीं लेकिन आप स्वरूप में आओ. It shouldn't be in the just in the thoughts. It should you should be that in your action as well. So that really made me think how much it is coming out in the action rather than just going deep inside, and there is no balance outside as well. So it did happen to me as well, like going there inside, deep down, and finding all a lot. Baba says it's a cave, antarmukta ki gufa. So sometimes getting lost there is also what I've noticed with myself, like too much of analysis for the self. But in the background, it thinks like, okay, I'm reflecting on myself, but too much reflection and there is no result outside was also happening. So what you said in last class, that the balance between Milansar and also going deep inside really hit the intellect to think about, and still working on it. No, but definitely the work needs to be done there. There is a mismatch in the balance, but yeah, that's where the attention is lately. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, something that Sister Virali shared. Also, I felt there was a point, little bit about this, that whatever we practice and whatever we churn, whichever point we are focusing on or reflecting on, one thing I have started doing personally is to ask whether this will actually, is this going to help me actually gain victory over Maya, because the aim is victorious, being victorious over Maya. Aim is to finish Ravan. So, there is a lot of things said and a lot of things discussed. And sometimes in larger gatherings we can go into a lot of discussion and debate also. Some Baba is talking at so many levels. Actually, he is talking to everyone and he has to speak to all his children. So many layers, many levels, but the one who has understood the aim and is eager to become Sato Pradhan, they have to experience, they have to implement the knowledge, but also ask, from time to time, whatever we are doing personally, is it going to help me achieve the aim, which is Sato Pradhan? Complete purity, complete victory over Ravan. So, yeah, that is also something relevant that Sister Virali touched in some way. And yes, maybe Ajay bhai, you want to share something?
Yeah. Hello and good afternoon.
Hello.
So last evening, just walking and thinking that the importance of churning. Sometimes we miss this, and was thinking about that this character Ajay actually is not the center of the universe. Ego created this, and he is just one of the 8 billion people on earth, right? And
Mm.
ego thinks that I have to do this, and there are many stories. Many people are there, and some is someone is an auto driver, and someone is an UPSC aspirant, and everybody has a story, right? And we think that this character is the center of the universe, and we created so many hype around it. So just thinking about it, and it helped them. Thank you.
Yeah, nice to notice how every time there is value of the role, importance, any importance, and how do we even know if the role has become important? What is the way to check that the role is important internally? And the one who makes it important is always Ravan. So how do we know Ravan is has is using the mind? How do you personally check?
There will be confusion in the things. Yeah. And all this sort of irritation and all that, like uncomfortable feelings will start coming.
Hmm.
So that shows that Ravan is using the mind.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. Anything else? So value to drama. Yes, it's thoughts of the drama, you know. Yeah, thoughts of the drama, some very, very, unnoticed, but there is constant thoughts of the drama of the role. So this shows that Ravan is active. Ravan has been active, and the film is not being watched, but Ravan thinks he is the one in the film. So it is me, mine, um, taking some sort of claiming, collecting something in the drama. So that is all happening. Yes. Okay. Anyone else would like to share something?
Yes, sister, as you were sharing, like, because all of the C's, when you see, all this is from Ravan's factor only. The competition, the criticizing, the cravings, the complaints, like everything almost. So it's like when it is using most of the thoughts would be created based on these unnecessary and very it will be like of most like depriving sort of thing, or it will just make you feel that uneasiness, and you are like more involved in each and every aspect. You don't feel you're free, and there won't be any lightness, because it makes you so like a sort of situation where it just it makes you it's like that slave mentality, or the victim, or the beggar mentality. The stage would be of that kind when it is like when we are under that control of Ravan. Otherwise it's like you will feel the real beauty of the soul when you are uh, using the Paras intellect each and every time, and keep checking on that awareness, and which is really helpful actually. because coming back to the home and coming back to that awareness, then you are like under control, and the Ravan is like at least for some time we are like just blocking it. So yeah, thank you.
And Jashwant, right? Yes, what you want to share?
Om Shanti.
Hello.
So really the main thing which I experience in this new year is that usually every year with the January month we start with lots of tasks for sure. This. The chart is prepared and everything is there. But as we discussed in the last classes, that no manager mind that gave us so relaxed mindset. And I experienced that first day of January was such a peaceful, calm, and happy. The relaxed I was feeling. And the main thing which helping me a lot is that audience has to do nothing in this story. Not any kind of addition of audience will going to give anything to this story. That again and again recalling and again and again repeating that helping me to stay away from drama. It's very subtle, it's very difficult, it feels. But whenever for a second it is, we feel it, really we feel it. That time we feel very light. Uh, and I'm just trying to increase it. Uh, very little steps, but trying to make it more and more. And I liking the most. Just remaining the essence and coming with the story. This is very for a very short period of time, but I think that it will going to increase by time.
Om Shanti.
Mhm.
What I have felt is this role has started to become very stable. The stability has come, very less desire. So that is amazing. Yeah. So there is nothing you are going to carry there. So very less burden. You are so much with your own self. Yeah, that's what I've felt. The stability. Yeah, you are very calm. You are composed because these all things are not needed. So you started parakne ki shakti and all, and also observe the people who were not what you say, they are no more with you. I mean, so the clutter becomes less in the sense of the people around you, the clutter in sense of the material world. Many things you start elevating all those. I mean, you just those things are just dropping it. So that's the best part.
Thank you. So Baba, is constantly using the word for the one who is awake. He is using the word sensible. The one who is sensible is will not go into confusion, will not go into deception. And the one who is sensible, they have happiness, because Baba was using this language of if you don't have happiness, then there is confusion, and wherever there is confusion, then the intellect, the source is intellect. So sensible ones are the ones who are using intellect, which is divine, the divine intellect, and broad intellect. Divine intellect is the broad intellect, and broad intellect can see that drama is just a point. Drama is a dot, just like for any actor or any audience. But even if we go with an actor, you see that the roles that they have played, the roles that they have been associated with, they are very small part of their life. If an actor has lived for 70 years, he might have done, some 10 movies. and 10 movies, just 3 hours on the screen. So his whole life and personality and everything is beyond the films, beyond the role that he has done, and even the roles that any actor gets associated with. It is not that the entire movie is based on that role. That role is just part of the film for a few minutes or few hours, and so his whole life, his whole personality is beyond the story. And this is what the divine intellect and a broad intellect can actually see and experience, that the drama is just a point. And if it becomes anything more than a point, which means zero, if drama becomes anything more than zero, then it is not sensibility, it is going into confusion. And once you are confused, confusion and happiness, they are opposites. So if there is confusion, there will be sorrow, that sort of thing. So where sensibility is a friend of happiness and confusion is a friend of pain. And source, we have to check the source. Source is broad intellect, and broad intellect is a powerful intellect. It can make the drama, it can shrink the role. Broad intellect, a sensible intellect, can shrink the drama. It can put a full stop. It can feel that the past is past. They can not just say it, but they can feel, they can experience that it is just the past. Drama is drama, nothing more than that. This is refreshment. Being sensible is being refreshed. That is also something to experience. You can experience. So we will go through the Avyakt signal of today, yesterday, and today. The theme for this month is free from bondage and experiencing the stage of liberation in life, free from bondage and bandhan mukt, jivan mukt. So free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. So Bapdada's desire is that each of his children claims a right to the inheritance of liberation and liberation in life. Practicing this at this time will make it natural in the golden age. However, it is not at the confluence age that you have a right to the inheritance. Therefore, if any bondage is pulling you, think about why it is pulling you and find a solution to it. So, confluence age is the age to be free from bondages, no bondage. And this is how this Jivan Mukt, liberation in life, this stage becomes natural. Bondage, free from bondage. And today, the 2nd of Jan, the Avyakt signal. It is like a subtle message. It is a subtle point. So while living in these delicate times, the situations, problems, and atmosphere are doubly polluted. Therefore, remain free from their influence. Stay free from any bondage of all these various things for as long as you live. Let there not be a single subtle bondage. Every Brahmin child has to become free from bondage and liberated in life at the confluence age. It is only at the confluence age that you experience the reward of the stage of liberation in life. So different words are used, but this liberation in life is the prize now. It is the prize right now. and this prize is available for all. But for any prize, there is some effort that you have to make, and to get this prize, the effort is to remain free, 100% free from the film. And the slogan is also very, was very important personally. It slogan is "Make your nature easy, and all tasks will become easy." So the one who is free, sensible, is in the safety position, then for him anything on the screen, if he is associated with anything on the screen, the audience is so easy, so light, so free from the film. He Whatever comes in front of him, he is very easy about it, easy about the actions as well, easy about the next hour as well, next minute as well, because he knows that this can, it can also finish any second. The screen can go blank without anyone knowing. So he is easy. He knows that the film is nothing more than a point. So attitude is easy, nature is easy, and anything that comes up on the screen, he, as a task or a duty or an action, even towards that, he is very easy, quite easy about it. There is no burden. Sister Neha, are you free to speak?
Yes, yes. So
Hello.
just think, yeah, hello, Didi. Hello to everybody. Was just thinking that it is such it is such a wonderful opportunity for uh, e- each angel, each invisible soul, that to experience that freedom while watching the drama, where you see that how stuck earlier you were, and how easily getting under the deception, and it's too many emotional turmoil and everything, but just with by stretching the paras intellect and doing it regularly, how you start seeing the drama, because as once you had said that no one can teach anyone how to watch the drama, watch the movie, that you just learn with practice. And can see that when there is no pressure to do that, because under pressure you are not really able to see it, you are actually into it without even noticing when does that slip happens. But with more and more paras intellect, it you just learn that skill. This invisible angel who's actually very smart, you know but just loses the smartness, and has lost the smartness, and has got stuck inside. But it's like just gaining that smartness back, and enjoying everything. And just very small example, would want to share that just yesterday Neha happened to sleep with somebody. Some guests were there, and the person snores a lot. And earlier Neha had this big trouble, always used to ask that while sleeping, do you snore? I will not sleep with you. And very very blunt in asking that. So but yesterday, I mean, never that thought also came to ask, and just slept, and all that was happening, and was just not able to sleep, even though I had taken some medicines which were causing sleepiness, but was not able to sleep. So but there was nothing, because there was no desire initially, that that this person should not snore and all that. Just was changing positions, and internally it was like even at that time, like 2 a.m. at night, it was very clear inside that it is just a film, it is happening in the film. And this angel is anyways, I mean, angel is never tired, nothing, it's like day and night watching, enjoying. What lovely opportunity. and then just very quietly just came out, and I said, okay, let me just see if right now nothing interesting in the drama to watch, so let me play for a while with Baba. And just did that and just quietly came out and got my blanket and just slept on the sofa. Didn't even realize when it happened. And morning wake up, no fuss, no nothing inside that, oh, I couldn't sleep, nothing, just no fuss at all. I mean, it was something very new. And it is, I think it was only because it was the little practices of seeing the story as story. So that helped, and was very happy that, yeah, no fuss on sleeping after a very long time. So, yeah, thank you.
So easy nature. So easiness is not a adjective that we in spirituality, it's for spiritual effort making. It is not an adjective that we can use for the role, because all the roles have a script, and we never know what comes up in the script. The easiness is the nature of the angel. It is the normal and natural state of the audience, the one who is watching, the one who has no desire, no expectations, no intention to take anything, is just watching the film. So the invisible audience is the easy one. And the more we experience, easiness, it is always there, but we have to, all the qualities of the angel are always there. But if the angel is not using the intellect that is sensible, that is broad, then despite having all those qualities and treasures, it is, disconnected from his own self. That sort of situation. If there is an actor, um, like any actor, maybe Christine. There is an actor, her name is Christine, and she has a lot of money. She has a lot of properties, but she doesn't know about it. She is confused. She doesn't realize it fully what this actually means. Having a lot of properties, lot of money. Then she has all of it, but it is of no use. So people may say Christine has so much money and so many properties, but practically, it is of no relevance to her. It makes no difference in her life. So the invisible audience is full, is perfect, has unlimited happiness, infinite happiness. But if he is confused, if the intellect is the limited intellect, then all of this is there, but it makes no difference to our life. It makes no difference to the quality of life. So, using the right intellect, broad intellect, sensible intellect, means it can make the film, shrink the film, and keep the film as zero value. Towards the role, towards the drama, the attitude is, it is of zero value. That is broad intellect. That is a sensible intellect. There are so many personalities or celebrities in this world that some of them, they don't they refuse to get awards. If they are getting some Bharat Ratan or some award, even Oscar, even Nobel Peace Prize, there are people who have refused. They have said, I don't want the prize. And it is some sort of, the intellect that is used is a different intellect. It is we cannot say completely broad intellect, but it is 100% different to the majority. They are already far ahead in the right direction. So because if the audience accepts anything of the film, anything of this physical world, if we take something here, then we also accept that I am a beggar. The minute we accept that something from the film, something from the drama, then we also accept that I am a beggar. Take means I use mine, I am so anything of the role. If I accept it, if the audience accepts it, then I'm also accepting that I'm in the position of a beggar. So no need to accept, because it is not from a force or compulsion. But audience, how can he take anything from the film? How can he get any credit for what happens in the role? Audience is an audience. Role is as per the script. So this is a very clean, refreshed start that will keep the audience in an easy state, in infinite happiness, in sensibility.
Yes, sister.
Yeah, you were going to speak.
Yes, please. In one of your classes, you mentioned about the law. But first thing, if you are the secret of making changes in life is first you have to the change has to occur in the thoughts. Then it has to sustain there for some time, and then the change will reflect in your actions and words. On Monday, in Monday's class, there was a statement where it was mentioned that if you touch anybody's avgun, even in your thoughts, then cleanliness is lost. 2 days back in the Avyak Tishara, there was a statement about creating accounts. If we even in thoughts, if you think about anything and creating a hisab kitab, after knowing so much of all these things, still what I see is that my habits don't change. I still have the habit of going back into competition mode, maybe sometimes with my own brother. It's not changing in my even after knowing so much of having so much of understanding that thoughts can create your change your destiny, but I'm not able to help myself. Why is that? How to help myself?
Yeah. Yes. So when we ask ourselves, this question, how do I help myself? The help is to become sato pradhan. That is the help. That is the aim. If there is any other aim, for any change in the drama, then Ravan will take over that whole process. So help is help is used in this context. Helping the soul, helping myself is in this context. Purification is sato pradhan. But if I am saying I want to help myself, how can I help myself so that I don't get some disturbed, or I don't get into some question, something different in the drama? Then Ravan will enter, and he will make the effort. And when Ravan is making the effort, there is also some lot of mixing happens. So aim is not to change the habits of this role, and that is not the primary aim. Aim is for the soul to become conscious. If the soul is conscious, then the one who is conscious is of divine personality, is of a noble personality. So naturally, noble personality cannot steal. That it is a given. Noble personality will not get jealous. It is a given. 'Cause the one who is divine, the one who is viceless, it is understood. So yeah, the more aim is, if clarity on the aim, clarity on the destination brings clarity into decisions and practices, the direction of effort, spiritual effort, checking of the spiritual effort. If there is clarity in the destination, then there is clarity in how I check the chart, how I keep the chart. So yeah.
I just want to reconfirm one thing, that the sharing that I did just some time back. In that case, was just thinking that would it be right to say that, because you just start that old mindset where you just very quickly start seeing what happened to the character in the drama, and you just start making some judgments. But here, like the what I shared, in this case, how would it be? Is it like the can we say that yes, because there was no expectation of the angel anything in the drama, that it should be like this or it should be like that, that's why that all happened, so that easiness was there. So this easiness was felt by the angel, right? Or was it like just seeing that, oh, Neha was not troubled and Neha is now easy? So uh, was just judging. I just got confused now. Earlier I wasn't, but now I got confused.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, if the checking is always at the level of our attitude and thoughts, and so the checking in this case, as I understood, was that there was no expectations, and there was no, desire in the first place, whereas previously in those situations there has been. So yeah, that is the good checking. Yeah. And that checking is not deceiving. Yeah, it is right.
Okay, thank you.
There is one big question. Accumulate treasure. So sometimes these words awaken a kind of manager mindset, as if I need to actively collect blessings, powers, or virtues. But at the same time, we also understand that the soul already possesses all the treasures inherently. So this creates a subtle confusion. If the soul is already complete, what does accumulating treasure truly mean? Yes. So accumulating treasure is the soul is complete, but every time there is an experience of the self being complete, that is like a treasure was accumulated. That is like being yeah, every time there is an experience of that perfection, that happiness, that peace, that security, then that is the treasure accumulated. And the more there is experience, alaukic experience, the treasures increase. Yeah. And the more there are treasures, it becomes easier with to win over Maya. So the more you have treasures, becomes easy to win over the beggar, win over the victim, win over the slave. So yes, that is why uh, there is an emphasis. We hear often that accumulate treasure. Why? Because aim is to win over Maya, Ravan. The more treasures, the victory is easy. and treasures is experiences of
Sure.
these of these of the personality, qualities of the personality.
Right, Didi. Clear. I want to ask that Baba, in this Murli, Baba also said that the method to accumulate the treasure, it is to be nimit and nirman. What does actual Baba mean by nimit? Being the audience, you remain as audience. This what he mean that as nimit, right?
Yeah, instrument.
Mm,
Yeah. Instrument means the one who is not owning anything, not owning. Yeah. So audience is actually the one who doesn't own anything in the film, doesn't take credit of anything in the film. So same different words are used for the same position.
thank you.
Mm. So Rashmi, then final. Yes.
Sister, this bondage is created by sanskars. The only bondage is created in a soul is by sanskar. It's not by any other soul. So always in all the murlis, this pavitrata, which comes in, is actually indicating towards us to awaken and become satopradhan. Then. Pavitrata
Yes.
means
Yes.
satopradhan.
Yes. So the second part is clear, but what was the first part about bondage and sanskars?
The only bondage bandhan is created by sanskars. The only way a soul can be in bondage is through sanskars. There is no other circumstances or people or position which can create bondage in a person. So if we clean ourselves is to become pure, pavitra, satopradhan, then we release ourselves from this old sanskars, which is bondage. This is the this is how we can actually this should be our aim to become satopradhan, pure, pavitra.
Yes. Yes. It's nice.
So
Yeah.
bondage means old sanskars.
Not necessarily. Bondage is created through expectation, a desire. That desire or expectation can be through those old sanskars and identities, but more accurately, bondage is created through expectation, yeah, which comes from old sanskars. But yeah, one would like to add anything?
Sister, as Sister Rashmi was sharing, she mentioned bondage of sanskar, but it is a byproduct of mind and intellect, right? Because mind, there are bondages with mind also. And what kind of intellect is being used? So both the thing that is from there is the byproduct is sanskar because it's a habit. Because the thought which has come into your mind and based on the intellect you're taking a decision and it becomes a habit, right? So saying like Baba in general in Murli, he says like different kinds of bondages are there. Sanskar is also bondage because it is it is in auto mode because we have taken so many births and based on that in auto mode it comes and like you're not aware of it. Uh, but bondages can be through the mind also most of the time because if you are not aware who is using the mind, um, so there should be a checking on that also before saying that only sanskara is making a bondage. But when you go deep inside, again, it is the awareness like which plays the vital role, isn't it, Didi?
Yeah, yeah. That's nice. So aim is to let go of all the bondages. Seed of bondages is expectation, but expectation is coming from some identity, some I, mine, me in the story. So we are, taking this position of truth that the relationship of an audience with the film is has no ownership, has no need for taking any credit. So that is the position of truth. Stabilizing in this, it will reduce. It has an effect on bondages, has an effect on old sanskars. It has a profound effect on the confusion. It becomes there is we are creating, sensibility, in emerging sensibility through this position of truth. So that has results, that will always have results. Results in the form of happiness, results in the form of some obvious letting go. And you see that not it is very normal not to act out of those old sanskars and identities. It is very natural for those identities to not control the mind. So yeah, that is the aim. So we will again create 1 minute, 1 minute of clarity. This 1 minute of clarity you see the invisible audience is watching a big screen, a grand screen, an unlimited slide in front. And the audience is 100% independent from that grand slide. The home of the audience is of fullness, perfection, celebration. They are all Ruhani, invisible and divine. God is also Ruhani, invisible and divine. So for a very short time, they are associated with a film. And this film is, every second is so detailed, wonderful, and interesting. Every second has so many variety. Every second on the screen is full of variety. The audience is watching the film, and also while watching the film is reaching his Ruhani family, the invisible brothers. They are also invisible audience. He is watching the film with the right attitude, the film is wonderful and also of zero value. With this right attitude, he makes it easier for others to step back from the film. He makes it easier for everyone to come out of confusion. And this is his service. Service is to make everyone sensible. Be sensible and make everyone sensible. This is the service, be holy, be yogi. So, thank you. And we will meet again. Thank you.